Record. Okay, so how to start your digital marketing agency from scratch and scale your agency to $10,000 a month, starting from zero, or if you're just trying to add an extra $10,000 to $20,000 a month to your agency. So that's what we're gonna go over here today. So, hi guys, I'm Rob, if you don't know me, okay? This guy right here in the floating egg chair. And my goal today, so I have 3 goals. So my goal for you today is how to prospect on Upwork. This is what I want you to leave here with today, okay? This is what I want you to know for sure leaving here today. How to prospect on Upwork and be the no-brainer choice for the job, okay? While not having to pay Upwork fees, which is usually like around 20%, okay? Number 2, I want you to know how to automate your prospecting with LinkedIn, and then how to use email campaigns. So this way you could generate clients with 0 ad spend. But more importantly, and this is something that's not addressed enough, but how to use these tools and combine them with time management skills. So this way you could actually grow effectively as a solopreneur and then segue into being a business owner with a team. So this is what we're gonna learn today, and this is what I wanna make sure you leave here today with at a bare minimum. So what can a full turnkey system really do for you, and how fast? So who wants to see that? Who wants to see what a turnkey system can do for you? Type a 2 in the box if you want to see what it can do for you in 30 days. Does anybody know exactly what a full system can do for you? I don't think anybody really understands the power of this when you have a system. So we're going to go over that right now. A lot of 2s. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is freaking turning me on. I love it. Let's go. All right, so Amrit used the duck soup plus the email combination, okay, to be able to generate a result like this, okay? Getting a meeting with the president of Canada's largest trucking company, which is a really good niche, trucking companies, and using the back-end email follow-up. So he used that with the LinkedIn tactic you're learning today. Nick closed his first deal in his first 30 days for $2,000 a month using these tactics. Chris used the Upwork, and all he did, guys, all he did was changed his proposal, which is what I'm going to give you, okay? You guys can screenshot it if you want to when I get to that. But all he did was change his proposal, and then he got 2 clients the next morning. Sebastian Robeck used these same methods before he went out to brand himself and do his own thing. He was able to use these methods to generate his first client in 30 days for $1,000 a month. Jamie Hill, this is on the other extreme, guys. I want you to see what it can do on the other extreme. Within the first, I think it's first week it was here, of implementing the Upwork strategies, what he did, because he's already a 7-figure agency, he trained his VA on how to use this tactic, and he was able to land 3 companies at $4,000 a month. And if you guys aren't mathematicians, I'm not a mathematician, but I know that's $12,000 a month, and it cost him $150, okay? That's what he was able to generate off LinkedIn with a VA. Okay, so he didn't even do the work. It's kind of disgusting, and I love it. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Are you guys ready to see how to do it, though? Is anyone excited so far? Because I'm excited to show you it. So are you guys excited to see it? Let me see some action in the box. Like, drop a 1 in the box if you guys are freaking losing your mind right now. Let's not draw on the board, okay? This is like we're not in elementary school. Let's quit that. So let's go to the next one here. All right, let's go. So secret number 1, can we get that drawing off the board? Are we done drawing on the board now? Can we all agree not to do that? Okay, that's wonderful. So secret number 1, how to prospect on Upwork and to be the no-brainer choice, okay, while not having to pay the 20% Upwork fees. Here's how you do it. Number 1, starting on Upwork, you need to have a proposal. So if you guys want to, obviously feel free to screenshot this stuff. This is all free information. That you could literally implement and take my exact scripts, my exact everything, okay? So you're gonna start with your bio on Upwork, and you need to optimize it so this way you can convert the visitors using aesthetic and captivating ad copy. So you can notice here that everything's symmetrical and everything is captivating, so it's easy on the eyes, right? Okay? It's like looking at like a gorgeous girl or if you're a female, a gorgeous guy, right? You just want to stare at it. It looks that good. Okay, so the next thing, the reason why I use emojis, and this is going to sound super silly, okay? But this is a fact, and not enough people are doing this. But using emojis is actually going to help the reader, Okay, it makes it easier for the reader to read long copy and funnel them down to your CTA, which is a call to action. Okay, and it happens more often when you can position it properly. If you notice, I have the trophy at the top, the arrows pointing down. And then as we go down to the bottom of that, okay, here's the rest of the copy. So if you want to copy it, this is my full ad copy for my bio, okay? And down at the bottom, you see the trophy. So it starts and ends with a trophy. Okay, does that make sense? And then over here, you're gonna have a place to put a video. Now, the question is all the time, should I have a video? And my answer is either or. Now, here's why. I split tested both, okay? Because I've used Upwork when I was a solopreneur often. And in order to generate clients, I tried both. So when I did have a video, what I did was I made sure to make my video speak to how I'm different, not how I'm better, okay? So what that might look like is you saying, instead of, yes, I've done the best, this, and this, and I'm the expert and guru at this, and this, instead of saying that, you should go along the lines of, if you're looking to work with somebody that's a no fluff, give it to you straight, get the job done when you need it done person, that's why people like to work with me. You see how that sounds different? You're focusing on how you're different rather than trying to make yourself sound like the better person based on all the things that you do. And then state the obvious. So you already know that you're going to work with somebody in marketing. That's stating the obvious. So knowing that, I want you to ask yourself before you leave here today, do you want to work with somebody that not only has experience, okay, not only has experience, but also is going to be a straight shooter? If that's the type of person you're looking to work with, I would love to jump on a call with you. I offer a free 30-minute consultation. You can see down here, right? You're going to see down here, you're going to have your free 30-minute incentive consultation. You say, I offer a free 30-minute consultation. I would love to be able to jump on a call with you to walk through the details step by step, how we can make this strategy work for you. Looking forward to seeing you in the meeting. That's how your video should go if you have a video. But if you don't have a video, that's fine, because you can keep this copy, and I found out they actually work pretty much the same. So then next is the hourly rate. Okay, so what we run into next outside of the video is, how much should I show that I charge? Okay, from a beginner level, because they have intermediate and then they have expert. So how much should my rate be? That's always the next question. So being more affordable, but not the cheapest. Okay, after positioning yourself as the expert in this professional light will get you more calls. So if you notice, you've already positioned yourself as an expert between your video, if you chose to have one or not, and then your ad copy, how it's aesthetic and how it incentivizes. Okay, it does the job. People see you as somebody that can actually be the professional they want representing their business. So you've positioned that value to establish the authority, and they will be willing, when you get on the call, to take that call off of Upwork. Okay, because they understand that you are able to work from where you're at off of Upwork. So this way you get a higher commission and you could charge them the way they see it less. So that's why you want to make it around 20 bucks. I keep it at 20 bucks because you can always talk them up to charging more when you get them off that, not doing 20 an hour. The next step is creating a compelling portfolio. So you can see here, everything looks very simple, okay? And then I put what we did underneath. I don't just put the company name, because the company name's right here. So I like to put what we did here. Bam. Or you could do it the other way around. Either way, but make sure that they see the initial result and the company name. This way, if they wanted to, they could look the company up. So this is going to be your portfolio. They're going to click on that. So we'll just use this one as an example. They click on that, and this is what's going to pop up. Okay, it's going to give you the example. Now, what you want to look at is up here, you're going to have your keyword research. Okay, so up here, you're going to be able, you want to make this whatever your keyword is that you're searchable under, which we'll go over here shortly. But you make sure that's up here at the top and the service that you provided to accomplish that result, which is in the headline. Okay, and then down at the bottom, you want to include a portfolio, AKA just like the case study result. So you'll link this here. Now, if you don't have results, then you should be outsourcing, which if you're an agency in a box, then that's very easy, right? We'll be able to provide something for you. But that being said, you want to make sure that you have some type of result here, because what's going to happen next is when you scroll down, they open that up. The first slide, you just want to give them an overview. Okay, here's what we did. They spent this. They made this dollar amount. The total lifetime value of that customer is this, based on these stats below. So based on spending $7,300, we made them $390,000. Okay, it's that simple. Okay, people want to work with somebody that understands their numbers. And then you want to be able to show them each specific thing in a breakdown. All right, so this is how you're going to position and organize your portfolio. You guys loving this so far? Is this making sense? Let me know that just say this makes sense in the box right now if this is making sense for everybody. Because I know we're going a little fast, but I just want to make sure you guys can get everything that you need in a short amount of time. You dig? You guys dig that? So you're going to put a screenshot of your Facebook results here, or whatever you do, right? Whatever that is. Here we did Snapchat, so I just took a screenshot of the Snapchat results and I broke down everything for Snapchat. Then we did Instagram results, and I broke down the before and after, and then I broke down how much he spent with me on Instagram, and then what we were able to do with him for Instagram. Okay? Pretty sexy. All right, let's go to the next thing. How to write the compelling job proposal to quote a job. Now, again, if you guys want a screenshot, that's totally fine. That's what this is for. But this is the cover letter that we send. Okay, now, of course, whenever you send this, go ahead and make sure that you change out words and make it your own. But this is going to give you a really strong framework. Now, let's break down the framework, okay? Because you're going to want to make it your own, right? You want to be able to build them up in pre-frame. So if you notice here, you say, I'm very excited for you taking the next step. Okay, most businesses don't realize you need to do that. So what we're doing is building them up, letting them know they're making the right decision, and then pre-frame it. You will not regret selecting me. Okay, I generate phenomenal results. All right. Next, you want to make sure they know who you are. My name is Rob Quinn. I own X company. Okay, we do Y. Okay, or Y or Z, whatever. We're a marketing firm dedicated to growth, and you're breaking them down who you are. Okay. Next, what makes you different? I said this earlier before, and I'll beat a dead horse because this is what makes you different as somebody selling. Everybody wants to talk about what they're great at. Nobody wants to talk about why they're different. Okay, everyone in the world is a Facebook expert right now, guys. You don't want to be that. You want to be different. Okay, so you'll break that down for them here. And the next step is you're going to have your CTA. What are you offering them? What's the incentive? You're going to offer them a free 30-minute consultation, which you do for everybody anyway. But this establishes authority as if you were to normally charge for this. Because at this point, you guys have such sophisticated ad copy that the psychology of the business owner is going to show that you already know what you're talking about, that you are the professional. That's why it's so important to be able to position this in the way that I have it laid out here. Let's go down to the bottom. You're going to be choosing the keywords for the jobs you want to bid, and you need to keep it very specific. Here's why. You're going to get a certain amount of credits on Upwork, okay? If anyone's used Upwork before, then you understand that you're going to be limited. Okay, so it's going to be make sure that you want to only bid the jobs that not only A, you're best at selling, but B, you're best at performing at. So down here, I keep it to 4. Keep it very, very simple. Next is the experiences. Okay, so if you scroll down the page, you're going to find experiences. Now, here's how you want to position the experience. You want to make sure that you can add more authority and more credibility to yourself by showing off any type of collaboration, any type of course you've completed. And here's the reason why, guys. You are a product of your influence. Okay, if people don't want to work with the Dan Henrys, if they don't want to work with the Russell Brunsons because they don't want to spend the $10, $25, $100,000 to work with them personally, then they might pay you, right, $2,000 to $5,000 a month to work with you instead because you were trained by them. Does that make sense? Like, this is the perfect way to segue into why they should trust you. That's why it's so important to list those under there. All right, so we're going to dive into LinkedIn automation. Number 2, how to automate your prospecting with LinkedIn and email campaigns using zero ad spend. That's the most important part. All right, so who's feeling me so far? Is this hot fire yet? Are you guys taking away anything actionable yet? Go ahead and put in the box a 3 if you guys are bringing in anything actionable. Okay, awesome. This is helpful so far. Sweet. Awesome. Awesome. Oh my God. Drown me in threes. Drown me in them. Guys, I want somebody who uses this and send me a screenshot after they land their first deal. It's that simple. That's all I want. It's that simple. Anybody can do this. Like, I can't make this any easier, to be honest. So here's how you automate your LinkedIn. The first thing that you want to get is Duck Soup. Okay, this is spelled D-U-X. Oh, I guess it's right here. D-U-X, right up here at the top corner. D-U-X Soup. And here's what you're going to do. It's a Google Chrome extension. You're going to go over to My Network after you download it. You're going to come over here to See All after you click My Network. You're going to search with filters. Okay, I'm literally walking you through this right now, step by step. Come over here to all filters. And guys, you can do this without LinkedIn. Or without Duck Soup. It's just not automated. But go to all filters. You're going to come down here and click second and third connections and unclick first connections. You don't want to message anybody you're already connected with. We want brand new decision makers. Who loves that? Brand new decision makers in whatever niche, which you would put the title of that right here, whatever niche you want, whether that's dentists, whether that's chiropractors, whether that's solar, or you put them right there. And then where do you want to target them? Kansas City, Phoenix, Columbus, Ohio, Hawaii, wherever that's at, wherever you're at. If you want to stick local, it's that simple. Or you could just go straight United States, but that's a shit ton of people. That's totally up to you. Okay? Snag free emails. Guys, this is so underlooked, I cannot even begin to explain to you how underlooked this is. So you can snag a list of tons of free emails and decision makers. Okay? So here's how you're going to do it. Click on My Network. Okay, pay attention, guys, because this is how I get all my emails. Click See All. Go to Manage and Synced Imported Contacts. Okay? So I hope everyone's paying attention to this, because this is how I'm going to make a lot of money this month by sending out one email blast. Come over here to Export Contacts. Guys, I don't know how long LinkedIn's going to continue to let us do this. It almost seems like insane to me that they let us do this. But hit Export Contacts. And to pull this screen up, all you need is connections and request archive. Now, what it's going to do is email you and let you know it's ready to go. You're going to click OK in that email, and then it's going to look like this. Look at this. You'll have their email address, the people that you get their email address. You'll get their first name, last name, their position in the company. And then you'll get everybody that you've uploaded right here. So that's how you're going to download it, okay? Yeah, okay, so you did this yesterday, Crazy Girl? Awesome. So Crazy Girl's down there in the chat is saying she did this yesterday. And guys, this is the hottest thing to do right now. And it's so easy. It's so easy. What do you think your odds are if you have 1,000 people on a list and you do one email blast? What do you think that the return on investment is going to be for landing one client? Disgustingly high, okay? One client's $2,000 a month, and it's free, okay? Just, that's it. It's free. It doesn't get easier than that. So let's talk about the difference, though, in doing an email blast through an autoresponder and using your Gmail, because I want to be very, very clear on this, because you're treading thin water here, all right? Or thin ice. I don't know how the saying goes. So you're treading thin ice here. Now, I already have a lot of emails. Okay, I have roughly 8,000 emails. So for me to be able to download 1,000 contacts and put them in here is not going to flag my email software. If you do not have this many emails, you're going to want to either use MailChimp, because we've been able to get away with it on MailChimp, or you're going to want to email them personally one by one with your Gmail. Sounds super annoying. Or there's a software called Woodpecker. Now, that sounds super annoying to do it and drip them out slowly that way. But if you don't, okay, this is just to approach with caution. So it does not apply to the GDPR standards. And if you guys remember that big old craziness that happened with GDPR, it is still a big deal. It's basically taking people's information without permission. So, yeah. Or you could use QuickMail. Yeah, Lily got it down there. So here's the thing. So you can do it this way and take the chance of being flagged, or you could send them out individually. Totally your choice, okay? If you use ActiveCampaign like I do, you're going to come over here to make a list. You're going to go over here to make the list. This is what's going to pop up. Now, I suggest to just put your personal website and let them know they're on this list right here. just because that you guys are first connections on LinkedIn. So this way, if they're like, hey, why am I on this list? It will tell them. Come over here and you will import your new contacts. Then after you do that, you'll create a campaign. And this is the email that you're going to use. Okay, if you guys want to screenshot this, go ahead. But this is the email that you'll use in the body. I like to keep the subject line very, very creative. Something along the lines of here to help, or I was thinking of you, or welcome to the family. Something along those lines. Very simple and creative, okay? So you're just gonna type this in and fill in the blanks. So the whole idea here is to get them to respond back to you and you're actually communicating. Because in their mind, guys, if you're doing the auto software like I do, then in their mind, it's gonna look like you message them individually. So it's good to respond to them that way. Don't put any links in yet. Look, Jordan down here, Jordan Rooney is saying that he used Woodpecker. It works really well. And just keep it under 30 messages or 30 emails an hour starting out, okay? So you can use Woodpecker if you want to. So let's keep going down. Guys, so screenshot this if you need it, but this is the email I use. And I promise you, this is the exact email Amrit used. I showed you what happened with Amrit. He landed an appointment, which he closed, by the way. There's a testimonial, a video testimonial of him explaining it for $2,500 a month, okay? That trucking company. And that was a management fee, so. Okay. Hakeem said, I remember having issues with ActiveCampaign. The software would tell me the email list didn't subscribe to the list, and that will happen sometimes. That's why you guys want to make sure you either use Woodpecker or you either send them out individually or use MailChimp. Because sometimes ActiveCampaign will tell you that if you do not have enough emails, it'll flag you. So guys, can I ask you one question, okay? Who has learned something actionable so far? Let me see on here. Who's learned something actionable? Just say I have. Me or I have. Like, do you guys have anything on here that you can actually just take with you and just crush? I'm not talking about like just leave here and sit on the couch and turn on reruns of Cops. I'm saying like you guys took something from this Brizo and you're going to apply it tomorrow. I just want to know. Okay. Well, if you guys like Cops, then I mean, maybe you can multitask, but okay, cool. Oh my God. Yeah. Drown me in me's. Drown me in I ams. Narcos is good too. I like that one too. Awesome. All right. I want to be your next testimonial. Oh my, yes. Yes. Drown me in testimonials. I don't want to wake up tomorrow because I'm drowned in them. Love it, guys. All right. Let's go to the next one. Here's the deal. I want to see you guys apply it. Don't just write it in the box. I want to see it happen. All right. I want to have your word on that. Okay. Let's do this. Secret number 3. Okay, this is time management. So are you guys ready to see number 3? I mean, I see everybody blowing it up in the comments box saying that they're going to use this tomorrow. So we're going to go over number 3. And let me tell you something about number 3. Okay, it's the most overlooked thing on the internet right now because everybody's talking about prospecting. Everybody's talking about building authority. Everybody's talking about managing ads. But you know what no one talks about? When you're a solopreneur, okay, and you're trying to live your life, you're trying to pay your bills, you're trying to spend time with your kids, you're trying to spend time with your dogs, spend time with family, friends, and then run a business. Nobody talks about time management, okay? Here's my exact time management schedule that I used when I was a solopreneur that got me to $12,000 a month before I started hiring a team, okay? So here's how that worked. Prioritizing your day. Number 1, plan at night for the day ahead. Okay, before you go to bed, and this sounds simple, guys, but if you're telling yourself this right now, when I read this to you, that it sounds simple and you're not doing it, okay, that's a problem. Like if you want to succeed, do these things and you will succeed. All right, before you go to bed, write it down, clear your mind. It'll help you sleep better, and then it will structure your next day to be able to write down tasks within time blocks. So this way you write down your appointments, you know when those are, you have all your tasks to get done. This way everything gets done in a timely manner and you're able to segment your day. The next thing is to have a CRM. Okay, a lot of people starting out as a solopreneur, they try to manage everything on paper. Well, guess what, guys? Sticky notes get lost. So does paper. Things get unorganized. So spend $15 a month. I use Pipedrive, P-I-P-E Drive, Pipedrive. And it's super easy to use, and it tracks whenever I need to follow up on calls. Okay? And this is going to help not only manage your pipeline, but feed your momentum and drive, because one day you'll be like, here's what happens with entrepreneurs, guys. You put in all this action and nothing changes, and you get frustrated. Guys, I thought we agreed to not draw on come on, don't draw on the thing. So you put in all this action, and what happens is nothing changes. So it's going to really help for you to be able to see, holy shit, I've got $100,000 in my pipeline that's supposed to come in next month. Okay, do you know how excited you are going to get when you see that? Every single month, I would look at my pipeline for the next month and be like, oh my God, I have $100,000 that's supposed to come in. Okay? Yeah, Pipedrive is advanced. It's very, very good. And trust me, if you're a salesperson and you're not great with systems, Pipedrive is the way to go. It's very, very easy to use as a salesperson. So make sure you have that. The next thing is when to email and message people. Make sure you do it when they're asleep. So email your new LinkedIn connections that you got from that day and respond to them on LinkedIn at night. Okay, so your duck soup is running. It's connecting with people, okay? Do not respond to that until you're getting ready, like an hour before you go to sleep. Do all of it then. Do it when the kids are in bed and an hour before you go to sleep. Do it before you get in bed with your spouse and after the kids are in bed. Spend 1 hour and message them all with an email that addresses them saying thank you for the connection on LinkedIn. Okay? And then the next thing you're going to do is message them on LinkedIn as well. Okay? And then at night, you're going to find 2 quality jobs to bid on Upwork. You're not going to try to use all of your credits in one night. Okay? Because remember, guys, you need to be able to make this sustainable. Nothing to the extreme is sustainable. So in order to make sure that you keep a calm house at home, if you have other people living with you, a spouse and kids, or to make sure that you don't neglect your pets, then you want to make sure that you are able to spread this out evenly. So do 2 jobs at night and just bid 2 quality jobs. This way, by the end of the month, you've used all of your credits and you have time to look up good jobs. And then respond to all of your LinkedIn messages and emails in the morning. Do all that in the morning. So when you send them all out at night, don't respond until the morning, even if they respond to you at night. The next thing is when to cold call and you do your appointments. So run your appointments between 8 and 12 in the morning, okay? And cold call between 8 and 12 in the morning. And the reason why is the people that you're cold calling between 8 and 12 are more receptive and alert earlier in the day. So they're going to be more willing to want to talk to you because their attention span is more. They've had their coffee, right? They're getting their day going. You're going to do your follow-up calls between 1 and 5 or any appointments. So any appointments you have or follow-up calls, do between 1 and 5. Now, the reason why, and you're going to do that through your CRM, you should know who to follow up with without having to think about it, okay? Which is, I use Pipedrive. So go into that, and you're going to do your follow-up calls because they are already familiar with you, and typically people aren't going to answer the phone between 1 and 5 because they're trying to finish up their day. They're doing all their appointments as well. So you want to make sure that they already know who you are. That's why follow-up calls are the easiest to do at that hour. The next one is to make sure, guys, and seems like basics, but it's not, okay? It sounds basic, but if you're not doing it, that's a problem. That's what's stopping you and hindering you from moving forward. Eat lunch and eat light, okay? It keeps your mind sharp and your energy levels high, all right? It sounds simple, but a lot of people will go out and they'll eat a heavy lunch at the bar, go grab some wings. Maybe they'll grab a Tank 7, right? Maybe a Corona, okay? You need to make sure that you get your, or you said ProFlex or Flex Pro. I do Flex Pro meals. If you have the opportunity, then go ahead and order your meals, okay, when you have the chance to do that, because it's less time having to cook or to drive. The next thing is working out. You need to keep your energy levels high. And that's not like power lift or to get buff or anything like that. It's physical activity. It keeps your brain going, okay? It keeps your metabolism high and your blood flowing. So this way you're actually thinking faster more often, and also helps with endorphins and actually helps keep you happier, which you're going to need that momentum, because as an entrepreneur, guys, you're probably already experiencing this. Guess what? It's hard as shit, okay? I've been there starting out. I have not forgot about it, okay? It's very, very difficult. So you're going to be riding this roller coaster of emotion. And yeah, like Daniel's down here saying he does 30 minutes of cardio a day. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, guys. Just go out there and do it. Okay, just do it. 30 minutes on the treadmill. That's it. And if you guys want to know from me, I just walk on an incline. Okay, I do my speed on like 3 and my incline on 7.5. And I'll do that for like 15 minutes and then maybe do a quick circuit, and that's it. And then eating healthy. And this goes back to the lunch thing. Meal prep all of your meals on Sunday until you have the income in order to be able to order your meals pre-made. Okay, this is really, really, really powerful, because if you're making $10,000 a month, okay, and you're working 20 hours a week, or let's say you're working 40 hours a week, right? 40, 80, that's 160 hours. So if you take 10,000 divided by 160, that means that you're making $62 an hour. That means if you're going out, 5 days a week for an hour, that's 20 hours a month. Okay, you take $62.50 times 20. Guess what? You're throwing away $1,250 a month before you actually spend money on food. Okay, so realistically, you're spending $1,500 a month not ordering your meals pre-made. Holy shit. Okay? As an entrepreneur, the majority of people don't think about these things this way because we're not trained to. This is me telling you to understand what your time is worth. Stop trading your time for money. As you grow as an entrepreneur, you're not going to have to. Okay, so I want you guys to make sure that whenever you get to like that $10,000 marker, that you start to reevaluate where your money's going. Okay, because who's realizing that they're actually spending $1,500 a month on food going out for an hour a day? Crazy, right? If you're making 10 grand a month, that's what you're spending. Now, the last thing, guys, the last thing I want to cover with you, I told you this is going to be really sweet, straight to the point, right? I wanted to cover this for you. Do this on the weekend and in late afternoons, which is during the week, right? You need to decompress. I cannot stress how important this is to have hobbies outside of your work, outside of your family, outside of your kids. Okay, decompress and have hobbies. Nothing to the extreme is sustainable. Okay, I'm not one of the entrepreneurs, all right, that's younger, that has no kids and is a traveling nomad. It's fun as shit, don't get me wrong. I got a ton of friends that do it. But what I'm telling you is I'm a 26-year-old with 2 kids that has a successful online business. Okay, and I'm telling you from experience that you have to have hobbies. You have to decompress all of it outside of your kids and outside of work to stay successful. I'm telling you from experience, okay? Because I've been the person that goes and goes and goes, and I got burnt out super fast, and I got very frustrated. All right, so this doesn't mean to be obsessed. It's just important to recognize, be cognizant of the fact that you don't want to be 100% absorbed for too long. All right, so that's going to be the number one key to being able to keep this sustainable, because you will have highs and lows. So make sure that you have other hobbies that can make you happy outside of your job. All right. You have to create your own happiness. So that concludes the presentation. I told you we're going to be very, very quick with this. So do you guys have any questions? Ask them in the comments box right now. I want to know what they are. Okay. Let me know what they are right now in the comments box. I told you we're going to just get down with the nasty, down with the dirty, and we were going to go ahead and go over everything. Okay. What are the questions we have in here, guys? Drop them in the box. Did that feel actionable? Did everybody see the information that they need to be able to just knock this out tomorrow? I've never used Pipedrive and kind of explain what it is and what it does. The CRM kind of almost exactly like Salesforce. Okay. You're just going to go in there, put in your leads. All right. And then you're going to track when you call them, follow up with them to get the decision makers, right? Follow up if you send a proposal, and then when did it close? Awesome. Man, okay, we got a bunch of questions flowing through right now. So you message the prospect with your company email or Gmail. I use my company email, which is technically a G Suite account, which is technically a Gmail, but it's robert@frontandcentermedia.com. Or even my personal business, my branding one is rob@robquinn.com. Yes, this call is going to be recorded and sent out. Time management was helpful. Awesome, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's something new that I've actually never gone over, but I've noticed no one else does. So I thought it was important. Chandra, on LinkedIn, do we connect with second and third level contacts and mail them? Don't mail them the service. Just use the email that I sent out that I gave you guys there to screenshot. And you'll do that after. Okay, after you connect with them. And they've connected with you, say thank you, and then look for their email. Or you can do it at the end of the month in one big blast. Yeah, professional email does look more professional. You can retarget the first level contacts if you want to. I don't do that to take the chance of Facebook flagging me. I don't put any of those emails in my my Facebook pixel. What if someone hires me from Upwork, but I don't know how to do everything? What do? You outsource. Make sure you outsource that work. How to get approved on Upwork. There's a couple different ways to do that. We didn't cover that in this, but how much is Duck Soup per month? I think it's like $10, maybe 15, but it's not more than that. I don't have an alternative for Duck Soup because it's literally all I use. There are definitely alternatives though. And guys, there's no affiliate links in this. So this isn't like me trying to sell you on like a different program, just showing you what I use. Do you need a LinkedIn premium account? No, you do not. Awesome. Great questions, guys. Well, awesome. So sweet. Okay, guys, we covered this pretty quick and I wanted to make sure I could get this knocked out in less than an hour and we crushed it. So here's the next thing, guys. Let me pull this up here. So I do want to still be able to give you guys an opportunity because did everybody feel like this was helpful, that this is really going to change something for them? Okay. Put excited in the box if you believe in your heart that it's going to change something for you. Okay, because I don't like to just waste people's time, and I would feel horrible if my information wasted people's time. Okay, awesome. I really appreciate everyone's feedback. You guys are seriously amazing. I appreciate it. I want to give you guys one more thing. If you guys already know, I do have a flash sale going on, right, for Black Friday. And even though this information here is what I'm presenting in Florida in November, where, I'll be on stage with Ryan Stewman, Ripes Forley, Bob Mangot, Adam Wenig, Nick Robbins, all those guys, a bunch of other people, a bunch of other millionaires, is that I'm doing this Black Friday promotion where I'm going to be giving away everything I do on the internet. Okay. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I'm going to give it to you here. Yeah. Ryan Stewman is a boss. If you guys don't know Stewman, he crushes. Okay. The guy does $500,000+ a month, and he's done really well in sales. So, yeah, I'll make sure if you guys have any questions, you'll have to DM me on Facebook and see if I can ask all these guys. Yeah, he's an incredible speaker, very, very motivational dude. So if you guys are coming to Florida, you can meet all of us at the after party. If not, then that's what this was for. So you could at least get my information because they're going to be selling their stuff. This is free, what I gave you today. I typed in the comments box here the Black Friday special I have going on. I do have to warn you guys though, when this presentation ends, that link won't be there anymore. So if you guys want to click on it now and open it. But what I suggest is everybody hop in on that now. And here's why. Okay. Because all those programs are valued at $1,000 or more. Okay. And I'm including all of them together for $497. This isn't your typical webinar, guys. I don't have everything I normally have in a webinar to do all the value stacking and to be able to get everyone excited about the offer and the value and all this and that. This is just straight up me telling you, if you don't get it now, you're going to be pissed off at me. Okay. Because I guarantee you guys are going to continue to learn more. And I promise you, the more I learn, the value goes up. And I have to increase my prices because I'm going to be focusing on my agency. So if you guys want to get in on what I'm doing now, and it has weekly coaching calls, similar to the size of group that you're joining in here. Okay. Look, Crazy Girl, you're an agency in a box. I still think it's funny that the nickname on here is Crazy Girl. But anyway, yeah, she's an agency in a box, and she knows the value in the program. Okay. What kind of things are in the sales mastery? Oh, you're bringing it up. Okay, guys. I didn't launch a sales course, and I wasn't going to, but I decided to because it is where my roots were. It's where I grew up. I've been doing sales for nearly a decade. I've been trained by, I don't know if you guys have heard of the Wolf of Wall Street. Okay. But if you guys have heard of Jordan Belfort, his right-hand man was Donnie Azoff. Azoff. Did I say that right? Anyway, Donnie, right? Well, my number one mentor, Azoff, there you go. My number one mentor is as funny as this is going to sound. He was a big kingpin, and he provided all the drugs at all the raves and everything. And he was actually cellmates with Donnie, and they shared a lot of stories together. So he was my mentor, and he taught me a lot about sales. So a lot of what I've learned is going to be in there. And just to give you a couple ideas, and I'll be doing a separate webinar on that next week. But if you guys do jump into this, you're going to get my agency in a box. You're going to get all my advanced Facebook training. So if you saw my screenshots last month, I made $22,000 on spending $2,000 in ads. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that stuff. Okay. And I made roughly $45,000 last month, but half of it was from ads. And then the last thing is going to be sales training. Okay. And in the sales training, I'm going to teach you guys how to be the world's greatest inviter, how to be able to bring people into your world and to get them to want to bring their friends. So this way you can learn how to sell their friends. Okay. And then as a byproduct, the person that initially contact you will want to buy with no barrier of entry. I'm going to teach you guys how to be able to understand reverse engineering KPIs so you can learn how to respect the number. Okay. Every month you want to make a certain amount of money, but the problem is people just focus on what their bills are, or people focus on what they want to invest. What people don't understand is that they all need their flat number, they need a goal, and they need a stretch. So I'm going to teach you guys how to properly reverse engineer KPIs to be able to hit each different tier of revenue that you want to hit for the month. I'm going to teach you guys how to be able to do to D3. It's called D3. Do it right the first time, and do it right every time. Okay? And then how to fall in love with the process that's good to you. So fall in love with the process and it will be good to you. These are all things that I've learned from Donnie Azoff's cellmate. His name was Mark Huckabee. And this is the guy that I learned all this stuff from. Now, I've had a lot of great mentors since. But I will tell you right now that what you guys will learn from me in this sales program, I will tell you wholeheartedly. Okay? Because yes, I am coming up on the internet, and it's for good reason, because I don't fluff anything. Okay? Everything I do is tried and proven. And I promise you right now, that I will be one of the biggest names on the internet for sales and SMMA. I promise you that. So to get in on something like this now is going to be an absolute game changer for you in the future, because I will continue to upgrade the program, just like I do with Agency in a Box. If you see right here, Lily just posted here in the comments box, just purchased Agency in a Box, but hot damn, I'm probably going to snag the deal just because the other two. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. Do it for the other two programs. A lot of people are getting into Agency in a Box and they paid $700 for it. And I'll tell you something right now, that the other programs are worth more than that. Okay. The sales course is going to be $1,500 starting January. And it's for good reason. I'm going to teach you guys how to turn your words into hard-earned cash. Okay. I promise you guys right now, I will be one of the biggest sales trainers on the internet for SMMA come the end of next year. Okay, just like I said at the beginning of this year, I'll be one of the biggest trainers with helping agencies upgrade their agency. And now we have 450 agencies in my Agency in a Box program in 6 months. Okay, I don't mess around with this stuff, guys. Everything I teach you is tried and proven. I promise you that. Okay? Or else I wouldn't be speaking on stage after owning a business for 11 months with a bunch of other deca millionaires in Florida, right? So I want you guys to win, and I don't want you guys to deal with fluff. So that's why I showed you what I showed you today. This is the stuff that a lot of people aren't covering in the terms of time management and effectively growing as a solopreneur. So I'm really excited for you guys. My suggestion is to make sure that you jump into that as soon as possible. It's a Black Friday promotion that I'm holding for you guys. What are the comments we got in here? So we're going to get ready to answer these before we jump off here. Chris is saying this is the shit. Hell yeah, it is. Let me see. I appreciate you for the feedback on that, Chris. It's awesome, man. Rob's bringing the effing thing. Guys, yeah, I'm not playing. This is happening. If you guys see any of my videos on YouTube, I mean, who here has seen the video of me closing $22,500 a month in Facebook ads? Who saw the video of me recording myself doing that? All right, this isn't a joke, guys. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I closed my first Fortune 500 company via cold calling in 4 weeks for $108,000 at 24 years old. All right, I promise you when I say this, I understand this process in sales more than anything. I understand the agency stuff. I understand how to work with a team, but sales is my bread and butter. Awesome, guys. Well, like I said, this link's going to disappear. So if you haven't clicked on the link yet, I strongly suggest to do that right now. I'm going to cut this off in 2 minutes. Any other questions here before I get ready to cut this? Do you still do the $45 mastermind? We are not doing that anymore. In fact, I shouldn't be telling you guys this, but just because, I'll just tell you guys, like, the mentorships that come with these programs, because you're going to get a different mentorship in the sales group that'll be held at a different time, once a week for an hour in a group setting. And then a separate mentorship will come with agency in a box, which will also be for an hour, which you guys already know that it's 1 p.m. every Friday, CST. Now, these will not be free starting January 1st. Okay. If you want to get into the weekly group coaching calls, you will have to pay extra to be in the group coaching. Okay. It's going to be $197 a month. So if you guys want to get in now and not have to pay the extra amount for the group coaching, then I highly suggest to jump in now. It's really as simple as that. All right. It looks like that's it, guys. I said I was going to cut this off at 7:55, and it looks like we're like 30 seconds away from that. So I really appreciate everyone taking the time to jump off. I'm really, really glad that everyone got actionable content out of this. And I hope you guys screenshotted all the information. Like I said, we should be screenshotting as we were going through the prezo. Because if you look me up, it's literally all the same stuff I use right now. All right, guys. Excellent presentation. Thank you very much, Lily. And you guys are awesome. So hope you guys have a kick-ass week. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in the programs and on the weekly coaching calls. So have a great night, guys.